In this review, I've got another ambidextrous selector level switch. This time I'm going to be showing you the Battle Arms development badass ambidextrous safety selector. This fits the AR15 and the AR10. And this is a retail package that basically it ships with a short arm and a standard size long arm, and this is also a 90-degree safety selector, so it's not a short and throw safety selector. On Battle Arms development website, you have the option of choosing different arms or different selector levers, but this is just the regular package that you would get from a retailer or an online distributor. So I'll read a little bit about what's on their website, what they have on their website. This ambidextrous safety selector, they call it the Badass, for the AR-15 style rifle and the Armalite AR-10. The levers are detachable and interchangeable on both sides for maximum flexibility and user preference. There are a total of 9 lever designs and 81 possible lever combinations. The Badass is a must-have for the southpaw and ambidextrous shooters. So what that basically means is you can interchange the selectors from left to right. So since I'm right-handed, I'll have the long one on the right side of the gun and the short one on the, I'll have the long one on the left side of the gun and the short one on the right side of the gun. If you're left-handed, you could flip those selector levers around. So that's good that you've got some flexibility there. This retail package comes with the safety center. Again, it's a 90-degree semi-auto center. 2 levers, black phosphate in finish. They do have this in some different colors. I've seen a red one, and I've seen a flat dark earth, and of course this one's black. There might be some other colors floating around out there. Those are just ones I saw at an online distributor. Black oxide finished Torx screws, hardened stainless steel safety detent, and that's made by K&S Precision, a T10 Torx L key, and Selector detent spring. It is precision CNC machined from bar stock steel, made in the USA, and has a patent number on it. So this one's a little different than some of the other ones I've looked at, because this comes with a selector detent spring and a detent, and of course those are made by K&S Precision, so they're better components than what you would get in a standard lower parts kit. Nice packaging. The back, there's a sticker on the back, which I can't read what's underneath that, but what we'll do is we'll just open this up, and let's take this out. Okay, so this talks about how to install the selector lever, and then these are some lever options over here. You can see the standard, hybrid, a scallop, a short, a thin, a crank, short, thin, and an end cap. I did a review of another ambidextrous selector that came with a bunch of these selector levers. I didn't like most of them, and go back and take a look at my other reviews if you want to take a look at that. I ended up just using the standard long one and the short one. Those are the ones I like the best, but these are optional. They don't come with this kit. So, and this is a pretty pricey kit. It's like 48 or 52, something in that range. This is a pretty pricey selector here. Let's take it out. Okay, there's all the components. I'll just go through these. Okay, so this is a Torx L wrench. I believe it says made in the USA, T10. Don't normally see a lot of these types of tools made in the USA. They're all normally made in China, and they're not very good. These are nice little Torx bolts, and the wrench fits these. You'd be surprised how many times I get a kit and the wrench doesn't fit the screws that come in the kit. It happens quite often. Yeah, these fit good. This tool is definitely a keeper. Detent. I don't know what is special about the K&S Precision, but pretty much everything they make is bulletproof. And I don't recall, they do not say if this spring is a K&S Precision spring. They say the detent is made by K&S Precision. So, all right. Now the last ambidextrous selector that I did a review on, as well as the Noveski, the selector levers on those kits, the Noveski, those selector levers are made by Magpul, and they are a polymer. And the other kit I did a review on, they were also polymer. Now you're paying a premium to get a Battle Arms ambidextrous selector kit, but what you're getting is metal selector arms. So for those of you who don't like the plastic, or the, excuse me, I shouldn't say plastic, the polymer, or you don't feel that the polymer is going to be reliable in the field, the Battle Arms development gives you these nice black phosphated metal selector arms. So that's why you're going to pay a little bit more for this kit, and you're only going to get a short selector and a long one. Now, I'm not quite sure why there's 4 bolts in this kit. From their website, it says 2 Torx screws are included. This particular kit has 4. So got a couple of extras. I don't know if that's by design or if that was a mistake. Personally, I think it's always a good idea to have at least 1 extra screw. I've had screw heads break off on me. I've had them strip out, due to poor tools or poor fitment of tools. So having at least 1 extra screw would be nice to have. This one's got 2 extras. So let me take these off. And unfortunately, I do not have a lower receiver this time around to install this on. I installed the Noveski on a lower receiver when I had the Noveski, when I did the Noveski review. So if you want to see how to install this, you can go and take a look at my Noveski selector lever review, because it's more or less the same type of design. It's ambidextrous, and you can see me install it on that video. So this one is more or less just going to be a tabletop review and my comments on this. Well, these selectors have a bit of oil on the end of them. So, you know, there's some attention to detail right there. Somebody oiled these up before they put them together. That's good. I don't think that's entirely necessary to do that. I don't think these two metals would ever freeze up. But that's good to know that somebody sitting down on a workbench assembling these kits took the time to oil this stuff up and put these together. So there's definitely some love that was put into assembling these. The machining on these selectors is very, I don't see any machining marks. The finish is nice. There is some texturing right here for your gloves or for your fingers to grab onto. Not so noticeable on the short one, but a bit more noticeable on the long one right there. Both of these levers machined and finished very nice. The actual safety centerpiece, black phosphate, I believe, or it could be, I don't know, it's either phosphate or it's maybe a melanite or something. Very nicely machined, no machine marks. I don't see any flaws in the finish. Of course, there's oil all over this. I see a very high quality piece that was comes with some very nice components. So there's definitely no cheap components inside of this kit. I think it's you know, we're at the high end of a Ambidextrous Selector kit at around $50, give or take where you buy it from. Comes with a very nice made in the USA Torx tool and some extra, at least a K&S precision pin and another spring. I'm thinking on if I want to say that this is priced well. I kind of like the Noveski, and I like the price point on the Noveski. But the Noveski does have the polymer selectors. If I had a real problem with that, moving up to this kit right here, this is very nice. Everything in this kit is nice. I'd feel a lot better if this kit cost me $40 and not $50, but you know, it's hard to put a price on high quality like this. So I'm going to have to say that, you know, around $50 or $55 range. This is priced a little high in my opinion. You are buying quality, but I'd feel much better about my purchase if it was around $40 to $45. I do recommend this if you have any complaints or any concerns about using polymer selector levers. You know, since these are metal, you know, these are going to be a little bit more durable out in the field. That's about all I have to add and comment about the Battle Arms Development Ambidextrous Safety Selector. I do like this kit, and I'm going to hang on to this. The next rifle build I do, I'm going to put this on my next rifle build. So at some point in the future, as I'm documenting the next build, you'll actually see me break this kit out and install it on a firearm.